Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another weekly recap and the last weekly recap for August 2025. You might notice a change. You can see my face. Um, Real quickly, just going to do the last one here. This is for the week of Monday, August 25th through 29th, which is today. Doing this similar to last week, about 9:47 at night. Been getting to them late lately, later than I would like, but I'll dive right in. So before I jump into the results, as always, quickly doing an overview for new viewers. The goal of the portfolio and the strategy of it. So deposit $6,000 per month into the account. There is 5 Fridays in the month of August, so I broke that up into five, so $1,200 per month or per week on every Friday. 50% of that is used for options trading and held in a ticker SGOV. 50% is used to purchase high yield dividend stocks and ETFs. And then right before the first, so I actually did it yesterday, I withdrew $6,000 from the account on margin, so borrowing it, and I used that to pay my mortgage and student loans on the first, which is on Monday. Obviously, there's no trading days over the weekend, so I do the deposits well before. That way, it hits the account, and I don't have to worry about it being in there on the first, which is not only a holiday but just after the weekend. All income that is generated from options or dividends or capital gains or any kind of income at all goes towards the margin balance throughout the month. So I don't pull that money. I don't use it to purchase more shares. The only money I'm using to purchase more shares of things or to use for options trading is the $6,000 that I put in there per month. Eventually, the income generated will outpace the margin borrowed, and then from there, I'll have a decision to make what I want to do as my next step. I have some ideas. I'm kind of ahead of pace, so we'll see how it goes. So jumping in. Again, this is for this week, August 25th through 29th, Monday through Friday, for the options income. I had one BITX call contract going for a long time. I think I've held the shares since like February of this year, and I've just been selling calls on them for a while. What's nice about it was it has a pretty high dividend payout, as you'll see on the next sheet here. Um, so I was collecting the dividend as well, which was lowering my cost basis in addition to the contract. So I was finally able to get out of it today. So I got out of the call contract, I sold the shares, and then I immediately sold a put contract because I do like trading BITX. I was able to sell a put contract and kind of get back into it and receive a premium of $68.68. I'm still rolling with Starbucks. I've been trading that one for a long time. I just think the price is low. It's a company I wouldn't mind owning if I do get assigned. I have not yet. So it's been working really well. So I actually rolled the contract today. I paid a small debit because it was kind of right at the strike price, but still wound up with a net credit of $45.68. I got into Pepsi. I decided to sell a put contract on Pepsi today. I have been buying some more of the shares, but I thought, you know what, let's sell a put contract on it because the price is low. It's a stock I don't mind owning, a company I don't mind owning long term, pays a good dividend, and they're doing some things that I really like investing more in like Celsius and things like that. So I sold one put contract on it, received premium of $88.34. I'm still rolling with TNA. I've been trading that one for a little while. One put contract for $42.33. I'm still holding my seven contracts of TSLL. Funny thing is, yesterday the price of TSLL was approaching $14. My strike is 13. So I thought, oh, this is great. I'm going to get these called away. Exactly what I want. I've been selling them at the $13 strike, which is my cost basis, non adjusted. My non adjusted cost basis is less than that. So technically, I'd be making money on them getting called away at my unadjusted strike price or cost basis. But then this morning happened and TSL dropped from 13 and a half or so to almost all the way down to 12. So I did not get as much premium as I did last week from it, but I still received on those seven call contracts, I still received $149.35. Not bad. Last week was closer to 300. And then I had a little bit of money left over from or to use for options, about $1,700 worth. So it was enough to sell a strike, a one put contract, strike $15 on RGTI, which is a stock that is a quantum computing stock that has high implied volatility and one that I wouldn't mind owning a little bit longer term if I had to. So I decided to sell a put contract on that at the $15 strike and received $17.34 in premium. So all in all, this was all done today. I traded all of these today. I received a total of $406.70 from options income this week. Going into dividends, ULTY pays weekly. I received $74.12. XDTE, which pays weekly as well. It was down quite a bit. I think I got about 118 last week. It was down a little bit this week. Received $99.05. YMAX was down a little bit as well, but I had some more shares. So I received $16.88 from that this week, another weekly payer. And then the second Misty payment for this month. So I received my Misty dividend in the beginning of this month, which I did not do a video on because I think it was right before I even started doing weekly recaps. So this is the second Misty dividend I received this month, in total $594. And I'm going to do a monthly recap that I'm going to go over it more as well. And then BITX, like I mentioned, I'd been holding it for like 6 months or so, and I've been just collecting a dividend every month, which is not bad. So I received that dividend actually yesterday on Thursday of $61.92. That was on 100 shares. So not a bad dividend. So I didn't mind holding it for 6 months and selling calls on it as well. So it lowered my cost base. I was able to get out of it. In total, I received $845.97 in dividend income for this month. I've been inflated, obviously, because of Misty, but still very, very good. And then with the weekly deposit, like I said, it's $1,200 every Friday. Excuse me. Every Friday this month, because there's 5 Fridays in the month. I bought the 6 shares of SGOV, which like I've been doing, for about $600, roughly around there. And then the other half I used to purchase more ULTY or ULTI for 105 shares, which was $595.88, so right about $1,200. I was also charged my margin interest fee for the month yesterday. It was $77.86. That might sound like a lot to some people, especially people that don't use margin or haven't really ever used margin. They might think, why are you paying $77.86? It's really not, though, because when I started the month, I withdrew the 6,000, and then I think it was closer to $9,000 or so. And then by the time I was charged this margin interest fee, it was down to about $7,700, and it's calculated every day, so it's not just a flat rate. So I basically paid $77.86 on like an average of $8,000 or $9,000 borrowed. So pretty good when you think of it in those terms. Like I said, I'm going to go a little bit deeper into some of these things when I do the monthly recap. I'm going to have that come out on maybe Sunday or Monday, depending on how the weekend goes. I know Monday's Labor Day, so I've got some family and stuff coming into town, but I'll find time to get a monthly recap out, and I'll go over, purchases, what I have, my current holdings, all that good stuff. Until then, if you guys have any questions or comments or anything you'd like me to go over, let me know. If you would, please keep viewing, and thank you very much. I appreciate the support.